Hey girl, welcome to the channel. So I'm just doing a get ready with me because literally everything is changing. Everything. I'm literally becoming a new woman right now in my life, and I just want to share the journey and document this and just bring you guys into my world on like what's going on, where we're at right now, and like how I'm making all these changes. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. All right, so let's just jump straight into it because I'm getting ready to go to St. Louis actually. I'm just doing a little light makeup, nothing too serious. And I just wanted to do a chat, like a get ready with me type of thing because so much has changed. Like literally everything has changed at this point. Last time I uploaded was my Rome. Was it? Yeah, it was my Rome video. So I came back from Rome. Right now it's June 27th. And I probably feel the best that I have felt in a very long time. Has anything changed? Like anything major? Not really, no. You know, we're still figuring everything out. We're still posting on TikTok and all of the things, but I feel so like, I just feel this radical level of belief and faith in God and belief in myself that I'd never have before. Like I feel like at this point with me putting in the work, even when I'm confused, even though I have no idea what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, I really do feel like it's impossible for things not to shift around in my favor. Like I literally feel like it's impossible. Because how could it not? I believe God can do anything. I believe in myself because I'm showing up. And consistency with those three is yours. So I'm just at this point now to where I finally have just accepted. I've accepted who I am, all forms of me. I have accepted my situation. I've accepted my past, my life, all of those things. And I'm at a point now to where I am fully dedicated to doing everything in my power to see my dreams come true. So I made a very bold announcement on TikTok. I made a very bold announcement on TikTok last week, y'all. I was fueled with faith this day. And I was like, I'm not going back to my 9 to 5. And as crazy as that sounded, I believed it and I still believe it. And not in a way of like, I don't have that mentality like, oh, I'm not going to work for the white man and I don't believe in work and 9 to 5s. I don't have that mentality, but I have a mentality now to where I know what I want in life. I know what God has shown me in my dreams and my desires, you know, and I just feel like a 9 to 5 doesn't really align anymore with what I want for my life. Now, can things change? Of course, I'm not glued to any type of outcome right now. And I also just at a level of surrender, like whatever is meant to be, God willing, it is going to happen. So not putting pressure on myself to force things to happen, but to do everything that I can right now in my life to show that I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5. And I made that decision after looking on LinkedIn and really getting clear and writing down who is Christine, what does Christine want in her life if she's not allowing fear, if she's not allowing the fear of judgment, the fear of being perceived trying, the embarrassment of it all, how cringe that can feel, and just overall lifestyle. Like, how do I see my life if I am not putting God in a box and I'm not putting myself in a box and letting my imagination go free? Like, we all know what that is and what that looks like. Sometimes we're afraid to tell people that because it's not like typical. It's not usual for people to want those type of things. But at this point, it's like, this is my one life. I am here one time. And why settle for a life that doesn't feel like me? And at this point, I've done the 9 to 5. I've done 9 to 5 and I'm grateful for it. You know, we love the insurance. We love all of the perks, the benefits. And I feel like that's exactly where I was meant to be at that particular time and seasons of my life. So grateful for all that it afforded me. I live in a beautiful apartment and all of that. But that's just not where I am anymore. Like, I don't know if you guys notice, but I feel like, well, of course you don't notice because I'm barely on YouTube, which is about to change, by the way. But I've been feeling like myself. Like, I've been feeling like I can be free. I can be Christine and not worry about nothing. Like, I don't feel stressed. I don't feel anxiety. I don't feel like I gotta hold back anymore. I really see now that the people who are successful and are living their wildest dreams, you just get to this point of radical belief and you get to this point of it's my way or no way. And you figure it out. And you don't know what steps that you're going to take. You don't know how you're going to get there. You don't know how long it's going to take. But the risk of it all and just putting in the work just feels so worth it. So that's where I am right now. So I told myself that so I got to catch you guys up because that was this week. I have to tell the story because I told this on TikTok. But I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this woman talking about just like how she feels so stuck in her life, how she wished she has all of these gifts and these talents that she wishes that she could pursue. But she's a grandma. She's like a 3-time cancer survivor. She's really just in a phase where she doesn't have a choice. She has to work this job that she doesn't like. She has to have this lifestyle. And you know, I got like, that put me in deep thought. And I honestly felt, oddly enough, I felt conviction when I was watching that video because I had to think, I remember when I felt just like she did. Like, I remember when I felt stuck, when I felt like I couldn't do anything to change my life, where I felt like all of this stuff had happened and how am I going to bounce back? How am I going to ever get out of this? So I just resonated with her feeling that way. And I realized like, I'm no longer in that situation, but I'm also in a situation where her and so many people are just like crying out and begging and praying for that they could experience, that they could live. And it made me feel guilt, because not really guilt, but it made me feel like, wow, Christine, you're not even maximizing this season in your life. Like, you're not really acting like you really want it. If you are just being honest with yourself, like, it can be hard sometimes to be honest with ourselves about if we're being lazy and just being real with ourselves like that. But I was like, you're not putting in enough work for this to act like you don't want to go back to work. You're still playing it too safe. You're still operating out of fear. And once I realized that, y'all, I was actually at the gym. I was at the gym and I came home and I actually cried a little bit. I came home and I cried a little bit because I was like, I felt like I was kind of being ungrateful. Not that I have been ungrateful, but you know, and in fact, that's like, if you have an opportunity to do what I'm doing right now and God is just giving you that grace, not letting it just fall and wasting this season. Like, I should be working every single day. I should be posting even when I don't know. I should be editing. I should be learning how to color grade. I should be learning all of these things, like my camera. There's so much to learn. And you mean to tell me that I'm having days where I'm just kind of like, oh, do I feel like posting today? Not really. Like, no. You have to snap out of it. You have to snap out of it because you're not acting like you want this to work. And so I had that realization and I was just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I promise you, this was my conversation with myself that day. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm about to change. Like, I'm cutting things off cold turkey. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not about to waste this season. And I just repented, and I was just like, I am going to do better. From here on out, I'm dedicated to doing better because I know that I'm capable of so much more. And I've just been changing like my diet. I'm eating really clean. I'm eating like carrot juice with ginger and eating like salads, arugula salads nice dressing, just treating my body well so that I feel fueled enough to be able to execute this season of my life and I have the energy for it. Of course, in the gym. And all of these areas are areas that I'm tightening up. So I'm honestly thinking that my next video is going to get back into my blueprint series, and which I've actually launched on TikTok now, and really, really take it up like 5,000 notches. Like, y'all are going to be like, wow, this is like night and day difference. Because before, it's not that I didn't want these things. It's not that I didn't want change, that, you know, I was being lazy on purpose, or like even thought that I was being lazy. What it really was, you guys, like, I'm adjusting to a lot. I'm adjusting to a life that I didn't necessarily think I did not actually at all think that my year was going to go like this. So to go from working a 9 to 5 into everything kind of just like you going with the flows and the system of life, to happen to create my own, and my success being dependent on if I'm going to post, if I'm going to be consistent, am I going to actually create some strategy behind what I'm doing and not just be out here crazy doing, one day you're doing this, one day you're doing that, but really locking in and focusing. I haven't been doing that. And it's just a learning process. Like, I had to get to the point where I realize what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I realize where I'm falling short. And I thank God that he just allowed me to come to this realization, because I've just been feeling like, it's hard to explain, but I've been feeling an urgency to lock in and focus, because if I don't, I can miss my Kairos season, or my opportune time. And a Kairos season is basically when heaven's agenda matches earth and they're on one accord, and there's something that's supposed to happen during that time, but we can miss it due to distraction, not being focused, disobedience. It goes on and on. But that's where I feel right now. Like, Christine, you don't have any more time to play it safe and basically dilly-dally with this season in your life. So I've been sensitive to that. And I've just been like, okay, God, like, I just need wisdom. I've just been praying a lot for wisdom, like how to manage this season, how to do better with my time, what my morning should look like. So setting my routine. And I am going to actually make a video about this, because this is exactly where I am in my life, and waking up at 6:30, because I was doing things every day, but I was allowing myself to wake up, you know, anytime between like 7 and 8:30, 7 and 8, really go to the gym and not be strict with my time. But I'm like, if I want to be a creative entrepreneur and I really want this to work for me, I have to act like it's already my job. So like the law of assumption, acting like it's already yours, it's already real, and walking it out fully. So much is changing. And you guys, I feel like there's just been a series of different things happening, and different things changing my perspective, and just shedding off old Christine. Because I feel like okay, so let me go back. So I went to Rome, which I haven't done a recap for Rome because I didn't really think people would be interested, but I might get to it. You know, I might get to a recap. But I've been, when I was in Rome to me did not feel like a vacation. Rome to me felt like a spiritual experience, and something that God wanted me to experience. In my last night there, y'all, this is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound like, girl, like, shut up. But seriously, my last night there, I felt so sensitive to energy. And it's like, I literally felt my insides vibrating. Like, I felt the vibrations of my own body. I sound crazy, but I'm serious. And I literally felt like that last night, that I had shed off old Christine. I can't even describe how that felt, but I literally felt like I had shed off all of my old identity, really. and I had like been shifted into a new dimension. I promise you. Yes, it sounds like, girl, you watch too much TV. I know, but I'm being serious. Like, that's really, really how I felt. That's really, really how I felt. And when I was there, I remember feeling like I have to change when I get home. So all of that was like, what, 2-3 weeks at this point? All of that has been leading me to this point right here, which is like my turning point of locking in and making this actually happen. So y'all, I'm so committed to this, and I felt like hesitant to say it out loud. Like, I'm not going back to a 9-to-5, but that's what I believe. That's what I believe, and that's what I want. So it's like, why am I afraid to say it out loud? Like, okay, even let's say hypothetically, if it didn't happen exactly the way that I thought, so what? I'm believing it. I'm going to believe in it like it's real now, and just put the rest in God's hand. So that's where I am. And it's like, this is my last year of my 20s. At this point, I turned 30, and it's already July, basically. We're days away from July, so I'm not going to start from June, August, September, October, November, December, January. We're 6 months out from 30 years old. I keep saying by 30, my life is going to be unrecognizable. But if I want my life to be unrecognizable, that ain't going to come cheaply. That ain't going to come by me being lazy and deciding if I'm a post or if I'm not going to post. Like, that's some full-blown dedication and self-belief that we need to acquire from here on out. And that's just where I am. Today, I got up. I've been waking up at 6:30 because I'm like, okay, I don't need to be a 5 a.m.er, but I think I will eventually get earlier. But right now, I'm training for 6:30 in the morning, wake up. I'm trying to read my Bible every single day and actually study it and write and have some like thoughtful time to where I can actually sit down and think and not just like read it and just be done, but actually asking questions, searching for questions, looking up definitions, those type of things. Because it's like, God is the only way in life in general, but the only way that anything good can happen or shift. And I only want to do life God's way. Like, I don't want to do it my way anymore. It's just, that's just where I am. That's just where I am with that. Like, it's just going to be His will. So doing that, going to the gym, eating clean. When I get back this weekend, I'm going to do a meal prep. So maybe that'll be like my next vlog on like how I'm making these changes, because I really, really want to share the journey. I love seeing people's journey. Like, I love when like Kanye had before anybody else believed him, Kanye really, really, really believed in himself. Like, he was just telling people what it was going to be. And people were like, you know what? Like, don't nobody believe this boy. When the woman was looking at him crazy. Remember that clip? I might insert it here to where that woman was looking at him crazy like he didn't have the hit of the freaking year of that time. Pharrell, he's another one that really believed in himself. Beyonce, of course. Oprah, Tyler Perry, like so many people that only needed themselves to believe in something for it to happen. It's like, do you want it or do you not want it? And if you want it, it's already yours if you just show up for it. So I love sharing the journey because it can be tempting to like only want to show the highs, but I really just want to document this. I really want to share the journey and encourage others. Like, you can have the life that you want. We don't have to settle for what people say that should be life. We don't have to settle for going to work, coming home, being exhausted, looking a hot mess every day, loving being with a man that you barely even like, traveling once every other year. Like, we don't gotta be like that. I have so many dreams, and I also made a new board. Let me show you guys. Really big right now on what I'm intaking, whether that's music, any type of media, limiting my social media, and just visualizing what I want my life to be and look like. So I made this cute little, let me put in my password. I made this cute screensaver for my laptop so that I can constantly be looking at the life that I want. And it's been really just fun to look at. Hold on. Pull it up for you guys. So here she is. We got some big dreams on here. I'm delusional's final boss. I wouldn't even say I'm delusional, but I would say I have a really high level of like belief in God and self-belief. But we got Paris on there. We got Netflix on there. We have just like quotes, Khalil right there. Friendship, happiness, love, all types of things. So this has really been a nice visual of just how I want my life to feel, to look, the focus right now, and being clear on what I want and who I am and being honest with myself. So yeah, that's that. What else? But yeah, guys, life is feeling better. I just took a picture of my, let me start there. So I started my blueprint series on TikTok. I was kind of unclear about like what I wanted to do TikTok, how I wanted to do TikTok and all that. Cause I don't want to just keep being random. I really want to grow community, which is like my main thing right now. So I launched a series called the Blueprint series. And the Blueprint series is all about, I can't find a blueprint, so I'm building one from scratch with God. Like, I'm not settling for a life that I don't want. I can't find anybody who's doing everything that I want to do. Like, yes, there are people who are doing things that I would like to do, but I can't look at one person's life or career or lifestyle and say, that's what I want. So I'm building my own. And it's really a journey of me building my life, rebuilding my life with God, and also building my career. Cause I want the online space to be my career. Yeah, that's where I am now. And it's actually helped me be more consistent because now I have more of a strategy of like how I'm going to post. And it just gives me like clear, if it's Blueprint series, pretty much my whole life can fall under that. So that's what I'm doing. And then as far as YouTube, I felt discouraged posting on YouTube because it was like I'm not really getting any engagement or any views really. But I know that I have that's not the algorithm's fault. It's like I need to do more and not be afraid to post on Instagram. So Instagram, I'm actually pretty I'm shy to post on Instagram. Instagram feels very intimidating because it's like everybody that I know is on there and it's like, ugh. It's like, I'm tired of like, I hate when people that I know, not hate, that's like a strong word, but it's just annoying when people that I know are like, see what I do. I don't know. I'm kind of like weird when it comes to that. Like a stranger, I'm like, oh, whatever. But people that I know, it's like, go away. Like, I don't want you to see that I'm like trying to make it online. For real, it's embarrassing. I don't know why it's embarrassing, but it is. But I was thinking about creating a new Instagram, but I'm like, Christine, we said that we were done with fear. So we're just going to have to figure out a way to start posting on Instagram. So that's still, I haven't really been focused on Instagram because I'm not doing anything. And I feel like Instagram is a different space. I want to post different type of content. So I don't really feel the need to like focus on that just yet. But eventually I know that we'll get there. So yeah, I was going to do eyeshadow, but I'm like, I don't even like eyeshadow. Like what would be the purpose of me doing eyeshadow right now? It would be pointless. Whew. That's really all I'm gonna do. I might do a little bit of I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I feel free. I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, I just had a realization that I feel free now. Freedom to me is the highest form of success. Like, I don't want to be freedom. Freedom is the goal. Freedom financially, freedom with what I do with my life. So even that's why I don't say that I'm trying to be an influencer. I'm trying to be a content creator. I am being Christine. And Christine is not a one box type of person. Christine's not a one career type of person. I don't just have like one side of me. I want to be myself and then to be able to do everything. Like if I could compare it to someone's brand kind of, or just kind of like lifestyle wise, not verbatim, but like to give you a general idea, it would be Kim Kardashian. I'm not gonna lie. Kim really is that girl. But you know how she's a brand by herself, and she's a businesswoman. She's done some acting. She's in clothing. Like she can be invited to the front row seats in Paris and Louis Vuitton and all these type of things like that. If I could give you a general idea of how I see my future and how I see myself, it's that. It's that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I fully see that for me. Like, when I think about my future, I don't think regular, like, not that there's anything wrong with that. If you like that, if you want that. But I don't see go to work and come home. I see a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into all of those things, but yeah, I see an exciting life and a life that fuels me, a life that I'm excited to wake up for, a life that just is like glamorous and peaceful, and to also be able to work to become all that I'm supposed to become, to be the help and to be the not the help, I don't know why I said the help, but to put my family and my loved ones in positions to win as well. Like, way bigger than me. Way bigger than me. I ain't been worried about no man. That's another thing. It's like, how I feel about men is like, that's how I feel. Like, please. Like, it's just no point. I was actually saying this out loud the other day. I was scrolling. I'm like, everybody who is killing it on my timeline and inspiring, and I'm talking that they get a new degrees, they buying houses, they on brand trips, they're doing so much as Black women. Black women have been setting the standard. I love any given Sunday. I know like a lot of people watch her. She is so classy, so beautiful. She's so inspiring. She's so real too. And she doesn't try to like put a different personality on. Like, she's just herself. I really am inspired by Any. She's somebody I would really like to be friends with. Her creator wise, like, I really like her. She's like a good representation and a good role model. I know that everybody doesn't like to be a role model, but she's a good role model for Black girls. So yeah, you know, what else I've been thinking about lately is relocating. So I'm not going to just like up and try to relocate. I don't believe in doing things random like that. It would have to be orchestrated. But I've really been thinking about, again, if I'm not living in fear, if I'm not living in putting God in a box or what's possible for me because I'm a mom, and how would I do it? And how would I afford it and all these type of things? I really want to live in New York. Like, not long term, but I would say while I'm still single and it's just me and Khalil, my son, he's about to be 5 in July. While it's just us and while I'm building my career, and of course, by the time New York came, I would be establishing my career, like, you know, making money. Like, I'm not going down there and living in a cardboard box. But I would love to live in the city, maybe for like a year, or two, just to build connections, to live that city life, because I've been living in the suburbs like forever. I live in Missouri, so there's not too much going on. And to just like live that city high rise life with my son, concierge downstairs. Like, I've really been thinking about that, but I'm also like, okay, hopefully, prayerfully, I'm really praying that things align um this year. And I go back and forth. So I'm like, part of me is like, okay, stay in Missouri for another year and really work on my brand, my credit, investing, saving, learning money once I actually start making it. Because of course right now I'm not making any money for online. And then next year would be my transition year to be able to like buy a little condo, penthouse, or, you know, rent. I don't really know like necessarily how much buying would be in New York, but to own or like rent something for like a year or two, grow my career even more. We got brands, partnering with brands. We're doing that whole thing. And then after that, I would like to like build my own home or something like that, and like stuff like that. So I don't know. I just prayed these things out loud. And at this point, it's like I'm no longer trying to force things and say, God, this is what it needs to happen. This is what, you know, has to happen. I'm just like, God, I'm just wanting to give you this little desire that I have. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's you. But this is what I desire. Let your perfect will be done. And that's just like how I go about everything now. I would say the get ready with me videos are my favorite because they don't require strategy. They don't require me to think too hard. I'm doing both things that I love, which is creating and doing my makeup and just kind of talking. I'm being Christine, and that's very easy because I don't have to think about being Christine. Okay, so this wavy talk thing, I know you saw it on TikTok because I was seeing it everywhere, and I was like, y'all don't need that. Like, it's just unnecessary. But seriously, it just cuts time. Like, I'm not playing, y'all. Like, I've really been just strict with myself. Like, you better do it. You better do what you said that you would do. You have no excuses. So, yeah. I'm actually trying a little, let me see how my hair was, because one thing about it, my hair was perfect when I left the salon, but it's never perfect when I go back home and I gotta do it myself. Like, hair is just like not my 100% jam. Like, I'm just not into doing hair at all. Hopefully you guys can see me. It's so funny when you're talking to a camera, but you're being conscious that someone is watching you. So you're trying to involve them in what you're doing, even though you're in your room talking to a camera by yourself. I don't know what she did. I'm gonna just try to like go this way. I like my hair to look like hair, like, obviously. I mean, I like my hair to look not perfect. I don't like my makeup to look perfect either. I know that sounds like what, but I don't like to look perfect, like super matte, super hair bone straight, every hair in place. I just kind of like to look like it could be mine, but like it could be mine. So I like layers. I like curls to go a different way. Kind of like a nice blowout natural look. So yeah, hopefully I'm doing something right. That's cute. Okay. But yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. So this was my first week of locking in and focusing, and I have even more to do because I haven't been posting on YouTube like that. So from here on out, I'm just like, I promise y'all, I'm about to be like a new person. Like, y'all gonna be like, dang, you really don't want to go back to work. Like, exactly, I don't. Does not look how it looks when I left the salon. This is how it looked when I left the salon. It's like, they're so good at, like, look at that. That's what I just tried to do. She also used a curling iron, and I'm not trying to do that. So, and also, guys, I'm just in this phase, like, I have really been thinking about how everything makes me feel. People, spaces, places, and I will not spend time with people that don't feel good, that don't make me feel good. Like, I want friends that just get it. Friends that are supportive and loving and I can be myself around. I ain't gotta perform or none of that. Being laid off was the best thing ever. The best thing that could have happened to me this year so far. It set me free. It set me on my path. Like, my grandchildren, and when I actually have a daughter, will be able to come to my YouTube and be like, look at mom when she was my age. Isn't that cool? And eventually I do want, like, I've been thinking a lot about my brand. The one that I'll have and the one that I build. And eventually I really want a website. No, this don't look bad. That don't look bad. Okay. I'm excited to get some Mexican with my cousin. All right, this is cute. This is real cute. You guys, if you haven't, this is my friend Cherie. She has a candle line. Hold on. She has a candle line and just natural scents. You should definitely buy this. This is called Laundry Day, and it literally smells like laundry. So every night before I go to bed, I spray this in my room, and it just smells amazing. And she also makes candles that are really, really good. But yeah, I'm about to get off the phone. I'm about to get off, not the phone. I'm about to get off the camera. Finish packing my makeup, pack my bags, and it's 1:53, so I still got about 37 minutes when I'm still on time. So I'm doing really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just kind of updates on where I am in my life right now, what I got going on. I hope that you watch this video and you just be like, dang, you know what? I'm about to join her in the journey and I'm about to lock in too. I hope you do. But I will see you guys in the next video.